We are here with game number 3 between Goku and Zuppi in the Saiyanhood tournament, or league, or whatever you would like to call it. The score is currently 2-0 to Zuppi, and like I said in the last game, this is not a best of 3. This is 3 games, and it could go 3-0, it could go 2-1, it could go 2-1 the other way, or 3-0 the other way. That's pretty much all of the options available. But with Zuppi getting 2 games already, we'll see if he's going to get the clean sweep with a 3-0 victory, or if Mr. Zuppi, sorry, not Mr. Zuppi, if Mr. Goku is going to pull it back. Let's wait and see, and we'll find out. Interesting. I'm wondering right now why Zuppi has 6 population and why Goku has 7. That would be because we're seeing non-mirror civs, which is fantastic. So down to the south of the map, we have got Goku in the red, he's playing as the Mayans, and up to the north of the map in the blue, we've got Zuppi playing as the Mongols. This map is Steppe, and it's a pretty cool map actually. This was, I believe it was made for inclusion in the Forgotten Empires on Steam, and in fact it does come as default on Steam. But it's a really cool map because you start as a nomad start, and you start with a horse to explore with, which is kind of unique. You don't get to see that too often. The horse doesn't have the best line of sight. In fact, much worse than a scout cavalry, but it's good enough for now. And the reason you have a horse is because it prevents you from attacking your opponent with it. Obviously, if you have a scout cavalry, you can start harassing their villagers and all that jazz before they even have loom, before they even have a TC up. And the horse is basically to prevent that from happening. I do think they could have increased the amount of range on that. Boxy's just became a Wallalo Warlord. Thank you very much, man. You are awesome. We have a brand new subscriber, Hype. In fact, the brand new best new subscriber. Gosh, that's going to become a little bit of a mouthful. So thank you very much for subscribing, man. And welcome to the Wallow Warlords. Hopefully you will enjoy your time here. But yes, the map being Steppe also leads us to a very open map. You'll see if we go between the TCs here, there is actually very, very few trees in sight. There's like nothing here. It's so little in terms of wood in the center of the map, and that's great because that does cause this map to favor more aggressive play. Now, it doesn't favor all-out aggression. Oh man, Goku nearly losing a villager there. Very nearly losing a villager. But no, it doesn't favor all-out aggression, because as with all nomad starts, your TC usually shields you from immediate harm, as your TC placement is usually close to wood, close to food, close to gold, and all of that stuff. And in fact, if we have a look at these guys, their villagers are going to remain fairly protected for the early game. But with this being so open, it does favor more aggression. Now, having a quick look at the maps, I've got to say, Zuppi's kind of getting a little shafted here. Have a look at where his main gold is compared to his TC. His TC, first of all, is not in an amazing... What? Whoa, okay. Oh my goodness, Zuppi off to a bad start right here. So let me just go on with what I was saying a second ago. His TC not in an amazing place because the wood here is not that good. It's kind of like narrow wood, so he's going to be walking between his TC and the wood line quite a lot very shortly. And on the left side, his gold is so far away. Like, all of these gold piles are really far out, and that's just kind of really lame for Zuppi. He's going to have a difficult time gathering gold this game. I can guarantee that. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed that he was luring this boar in, and it's a pretty hefty boar lure. It's fairly far away, and he kind of bailed halfway, now researching a loom so that he can bring that boar in safely, obviously giving his villager a little more tankiness so she doesn't die on the way home. But in comparison, Goku already has his second boar in. He's already 3 villagers ahead, and he's also got 2 gold piles right next door to his town center, so they're really very safe in comparison to what Zuppi has. Zuppi's also taking the deer on the front now, and I think that's a good choice from him. He is playing as the Mongols, remember, so he is going to be looking to do a nice feudal time, and wow, what the hell is going on here? Zuppi's going up to feudal on 16 population, perhaps taking a little bit of inspiration from El Clan when they played on that Bedouins map, doing 15 population feudal ages. But that's a pretty aggressive feudal time, let's put it that way. 16 population, and Goku's just going to come in and steal a couple of sheep as well. It doesn't get much better than that, does it? So Zuppi probably goes out to try and bring them back. What a shame for Zuppi there. Goku then, is he going to get caught out by this? Well, he's going up on 21 population, which is a little bit more normal. Obviously, the standard is 22 for an open map like this, but 21 is totally fine, I guess. But yeah, 21 pop for Goku, but 16 for Zuppi. His economy is so fragile right now. He's bringing forward villagers up here to stick up a barracks. He's probably going to put up a stable and make some scouts. And I mean, that is the beauty of the Mongols, isn't it? You do get so much more food in the Dark Age and Feudal Age from that hunt bonus. And he did take advantage of those deer on that right side there. So he has got quite a bit of food available. Switching a bunch of villagers now onto the wood so that he can afford a stable once he reaches the feudal age, even putting it in a really forward location so that his scouts don't have as far to travel before they start hitting Goku's economy. There's that, whoa, okay, hold on a minute, hold the press. Zuppi is playing the Mongols, but he's making an archery range. Are you kidding me? What on earth is going on here? Actually going archers, wow, did not see that coming. And you know, I'm surprised he's going for archers here, well, skirmishers here. He's not got any gold income, so he can't afford to make archers. But going aggressive with skirmishers, that just seems odd to me, you know, it's so odd. Maybe we'll see him come forwards with these 4 villagers and build a tower. But, yeah, I mean, just skirmishers are not really used for offense. They do 1 damage per villager. They need to fire 40 javelins into the villagers in order to kill them. And that's even with fletching. So I don't know what's going on here, but Goku's going to stick up a defensive watchtower. And Rupert, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for donating $10, man. I don't know what your message says because it's in binary, and unfortunately I cannot pass that naturally. But thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. As ever. So Goku's going to stick up that tower, and Zuppi's bailing out. What's he doing? Going back, going forward, but it's ultimately going to give Goku the advantage here. His tower goes up, and he's going to immediately attack that with his villagers. Zuppi's army having to fall back, and perhaps Zuppi here trying to be over-aggressive to compensate for his terribly bad map. So, mining camp going up on the stone. It doesn't look like that's going to be the first tower he's going to attempt, but that doesn't really matter, because Goku's going to wall it up, and Zuppi is going to be looking to take more stone here. Now, this is kind of awkward, isn't it? Because Zuppi, although he's actually managed to, or failed, sorry, this tower, Goku still has access to stone should he want it. The problem is Goku doesn't have too many units on the land at the moment. His gold a little bit disrupted, and Goku's starting to make some skirms of his own. Stone on the left side being now taken, and he's kind of aware that more towers are likely to be coming up. And maybe Zuppi is going to be a little bit more successful with this one. Goku bringing in some villagers to fight. Perhaps not the best idea. If he loses one, that could be pretty bad news. Oh, man, 2 health on that guy. How did he escape? And Goku's first tower doing more than enough damage here, taking down a couple of, or a villager, a couple of spearmen and archer, and even sniping these villagers as well. Zuppi a little bit off with his positioning there, and forced to delete that tower as well, and rebuild out of range. Not so great for Zuppi right here. A pretty big misjudgment on his behalf. So Goku's just on one archery range right now, which I find kind of interesting as well. I mean, you would expect to see 2, but then again, you know, he's had to switch a couple of villagers over to stone now, or at least you'd think he would. There's that second range coming up, but yeah, gonna have to obviously get a little bit more stone to put up some defensive towers in case Zuppi becomes more of a problem. Fletching's done for Goku. So that ranged advantage is going to start affecting him as well. But he is quite outnumbered in this situation. So he's going to get more production going now as well. Rupert, I just don't know. The threes, is it E or I don't know. But thank you for subscribing as well. Thank you very much, man. You are awesome. And we have a best new subscriber. So much sub hype right now. Thank you very much for your support. It's much appreciated as ever. Wow. This tower from Zuppi. Is it gonna happen? Look at this. Look at this. He's so desperately trying to get this tower to happen right now. But Goku's got his villagers in the mix. This one villager from Zuppi going to retreat. And Zuppi's just looking to hit it for one more second. So 95% right here. But this is such a great defense from Goku so far. Just what is going on? He's got 6 extra villagers on the map at the moment. Even though he's using his villagers to fight, he's going to massacre another villager from Zuppi, giving him a 9 villager advantage at the moment. And things are going from bad to worse for Zuppi here. He's not managed to complete one tower yet. And given that that one's on 95%, that is quite something. Did not expect that at all. Zuppi, meanwhile, still only on the 1 archery range, producing skirmishes like there's no tomorrow. But Goku now with 2 ranges, producing 2 skirmishes at a time. He's going to start outnumbering Zuppi quite quickly, and obviously with all of this gold here, it's likely that Goku's going to switch into archers as well, so that when it comes to sending a counter-attack over, you can do a lot more damage to Zuppi's villagers. So on this left side, of course, Zuppi's going to spot that tower coming in. And, sorry, Goku's going to spot that tower coming in from Zuppi. Zuppi, finally going to be able to get up a tower. Not bad going at all. And Goku has got enough now for another counter tower if need be, with this mining camp on the right being safe for now. Military-wise, Goku's got 6, Zuppi has 9, but bear in mind that Goku does have fletching, whereas Zuppi does not. I'm surprised that Zuppi's not taking any gold yet, and I'm starting to wonder if he's really playing this game too seriously, given the fact that this is already 2-0 for him. Perhaps just wanting to have a little bit of fun and play off the wall for this one, but who knows. So Goku still making those skirms 2 at a time. And as I said, switching into archers as well eventually, so that he can start counter-attacking and doing more damage to Goku's villagers. Zuppi's villagers. Goku defending again. Zuppi walking straight into that, and I think Goku will lose that fight. Pretty evidently there, as Zuppi has so many more numbers. But hey, you never know. The fletching upgrade could really start to make a difference. But unfortunately, it's not. Goku is going to have to go back as he starts getting picked off there. More towers from Zuppi coming up. 3 on the left side. You know, these towers can be a real pain in the butt to get rid of. And unfortunately for Goku, he doesn't yet have enough stone to replace the tower on this left-hand side. So if these towers continue to come up towards his wood line, then Goku might find himself displaced over here, which would be annoying to say the least. But Goku obviously has got the defender's advantage. He has got the shorter reinforcement time with his army, and he has now also got the defense upgrade for these skirms as well. So he is clearly outclassing Zuppi's army right now, but Zuppi's just going for an all-out trush now at this point in time. I don't think it's ever been anything other than really an all-out trush. The addition of skirmishers and spearmen is pretty typical in a trush. But Zuppi, 316 stone in the bank, plenty of stone to build more towers with, and Goku of course going to try and do what he can to prevent those towers from going up. Zuppi's bringing like, what, 6 villagers there to build that tower, but Goku, with the extra range, with the extra defense on these skirms, might be able to deny the tower here. We'll see what happens. Obviously, these villagers, if they get hit, they will stop working. So if Goku micros like a badass, he can stop these villagers from working. You actually see there, Zuppi's right-clicking that tower with all of those villagers to get it up, and he's going to get it up. But Goku buying himself enough time to get his tower up in defense and work on taking this one down. Man, you don't see tower rushes very often at this kind of level, and so far, it's been going pretty well for Goku, who has dealt with this in a pretty good manner, actually. He still has a military lead. He's got 4 army extra. He's also got 6 villagers extra as well. So Zuppi's kind of closed the gap there slightly. And this kind of trush play is certainly going to slow the castle time down by any means. At the moment, Goku has just 90 food. And he's now sticking up a mill to try and increase his food production, taking quite a lot more stone as well. And do you know what I would love to see right now? I'd love to see Goku tower Zuppi's farm area and just completely trush him back. That would be awesome. And you know what? He is sending out a couple of villagers now, and I kind of get the feeling that he might just do that. He's got his scout on the right side, he's got archers over here as well, but unfortunately for Goku, his lumberjacks here, his villagers are going to get intercepted by Zuppis. But hey, Goku's got more than enough units to come over here and deal with those few units on the left side. This tower over here as well for Goku, still standing strong, taking down this tower from Zuppi, preventing him from getting any closer. And Zuppi, meanwhile, on the back here, trying to build yet another tower. But Goku's got his archers into position, and they are not going to let that tower go up. I'm sure of that. So meanwhile, Goku's chasing Zuppi all the way back home. We're finally seeing a little bit of a counter-attack from Goku here, and Goku might just stick up a tower of his own outside of Zuppi's base. I would so love to see that. But Zuppi trying to take a little bit of gold now, at long last, finally, just getting up a tower on that gold there to try and take some. But there's the tower from Goku going up, and I love this. I love it when the Trusher gets trushed. It's just like just desserts. And you know, with this army here supporting this tower, Goku should be able to stop that tower going up. At the back of the map, Zuppi aborting the building of that tower back there, and this time as well, going to be losing a lot of villagers if he stays in here. 5 archers coming over, a bunch of skirmishers behind this as well. Villagers getting cut down ever so quickly, and there's about 10 villagers in difference here. Looks like Zuppi is going to Goku's going to get his tower up first as well, and that has to be GG right there. There is no way that Zuppi is going to bring this back from this position. But who knows? He's playing on, and Goku just doing wheelbarrow right now to improve his farms. Obviously, a few farms going up here. He's not going to be far off from the castle age, and he's sitting on 600 stone as well. So, obviously, once he reaches castle, we will see a castle coming out. But let's have a look at Zuppi's eco now. Not so much in the way of farms, in fact not so much in the way of defense at all. He can afford to build more towers, perhaps one will come up in his wood line here, but Goku's archers here on the right side are going to be able to pick villagers off. They are denying Zuppi any food, and Zuppi's trying to scramble to get a tower up in the back there as well. So I've got to say, Goku pretty well defended. Certainly not a panicked defense from him. And, oh, okay, Zuppi's going to rush down the tower. Does not want any of that in his neighborhood, but hey, he's not got much choice, because Goku's going to stick up yet another tower on the right side. When will it end? There is no end to the towers in this game. Goku, surprisingly, though, actually adding in a 3rd archery range now. Zuppi still only has 1 range, and you know what? I'm surprised Goku hasn't gone over here and walled this up to prevent that from even being useful. But, in this situation, 3 ranges. I'm surprised at that because I thought that Goku would try and go to the castle age first, but he's probably got enough gold income actually and enough wood income, because he has got 45 villagers after all, to get 3 archer production, 3 ranges going simultaneously, and allow him to get the food to go to castle. So, I mean, 18 military for Goku now, compared to the 0 military of Zuppi. Goku's got double the population, and about 14 even more villagers at the moment too. So, I mean, for Zuppi now, he's just scrambling to get up towers in defense. But it's not going to work, ultimately. The support of the army here for Goku is more than enough to put an end to this madness that Zuppi is spewing here. Archers coming in to support as usual. This tower on the left side should be focused down first, I believe, to prevent that from going up. And then this tower is probably going to go down as Goku just focuses it down with villagers. Villagers are a fantastic fighting force when bringing down buildings, and there's the GG from Zuppi. Perhaps not an entirely serious game from him, but given the fact that his gold was in such a terrible location, you can't blame him for trying to play so aggressively. Of course, with Goku's fantastic response and defense, it was only a matter of time until the counter-attack came in from Goku and cleaned up the pieces from Zuppi. But well played by Goku there. He responded responded pretty well to that Trush, and that will be that series of 3 games. Zuppi's going to take it 2-1, as we knew he would win for sure after the second game, but Goku pulling it back slightly with that final point at the end there. So well played by both. Good little mini series, and I actually look forward to bringing you guys more games or more sets from this Saiyanhood event. There's actually quite a few little mini series and mini tournaments going on at the moment, which is always good to see. Makes a nice little change as well from the War is Coming team game stuff. So let's come out here then and put the music